Hello, this is Sarah Brosh. Welcome back to my channel. So I want to do a quick video. I'm going to make more videos about this. I'm going to make more videos about all of the woke DEI and CRT moral monsters and anti-white racists, and especially the professors in academia. This is going to be a quick video about Sherrilyn Ifill. Okay, and so Sherrilyn Ifill was just on, and she just called Pete Hegseth, who is Donald Trump's pick to be the defense secretary. That's right. And so Sherrilyn Ifill, who's an anti-white racist, she's a moral monster, she's a woke DEI and CRT prof at Howard University. She fled she's an attorney. She's allegedly a civil rights attorney, if you can believe it. And she fled the NAACP for Howard University so that she wouldn't be held accountable. Sherrilyn Ifill and the NAACP were probably the two main leaders of the Starbucks BLM Living While Black race hoax. And so I'm sure you remember that there were two guys who were told to leave and wouldn't leave because they weren't buying anything, and basically, and then they had asked to use the bathroom, and so then someone who an employee at that Starbucks and eventually called the police because they wouldn't leave, and then this was one of the first BLM Living While Black race hoaxes. And this happened kind of just right before the one that I was involved in, which was the BLM Living or Napping While Black hate crime hoax at Yale. And so, and this was I think pretty much one of the very first, if not the first, one of the very first. And this was probably the one that really exploded nationwide and globally. And then then all the copycats, followed suit, and the ACLU got all excited, and the ACLU started perpetrating all of these BLM Living While Black race hoaxes, especially on college campuses, to make money, to make Black trauma moral outrage industry money. So the Starbucks hoax, probably the two sort of main perpetrators of that hoax were the NAACP and Sherrilyn Ifill. And Sherrilyn Ifill was at the very center of that, and she worked with Starbucks, and she ran all of the woke DEI and CRT trainings at Starbucks, and implicit bias, quote unquote implicit bias trainings at Starbucks. So this was her baby. So she ran this hoax. So when it blew up that it was a hoax, and sort of fell apart, and there was actually a $25 million verdict for one of the victims of the Starbucks BLM Living While Black race hoax. And that was, I believe, the white woman manager at the Starbucks who was fired. And so she was awarded $25 million under federal and state civil rights complaints. And then later she was awarded another $3.9 million, which I believe might have been the punitive damages. I have to double check, but she was awarded another $3.9 million. So after this happened, after it just blew up and everybody realized it was a complete hoax, and that Sherrilyn Ifill had basically led this hoax and perpetrated this hoax upon the US public, in no small part to smear Trump, that is a huge reason why the BLM Living While Black race hoax happened. And it was perpetrated by the fake news press, by the woke DEI and CRT industry, in academia, in Hollywood, and also, of course, by the Democrats, by Barack Obama, by Michelle Obama, by Joe Biden, by Kamala Harris. They all perpetrated the BLM Living While Black race hoax of course they did it for money, but they also did it primarily to smear and defeat Trump. So Sherrilyn Ifill was at the center of this, and of course she pushed every single BLM Living Well Black race hoax. There was no Karen Gone Wild video that she did not push for money. So, but after it blew up that it was a hoax and she didn't want to face accountability for the Starbucks $25 million verdict, federal and state civil rights verdicts, and so she fled the NAACP for Howard University. She fled for the safety of woke academia to avoid accountability after it blew up that this was a hoax. And also, she had me blocked because on Twitter and then on X, because I've been exposing her all along as the moral monster and the anti-white racist and the bigot and the fraud and the liar that she is. And of course, she's been attacking Elon Musk for buying Twitter and turning it into the free speech platform X, because now her victims, including me, including Amy Cooper, including the white woman manager at Starbucks who won the $25 million verdict, we can all talk back now without being banned on X. So of course, Sherrilyn Ifill attacks Elon Musk and attacks X and tries to say like, oh, now it's a cesspool of hate and abuse and racism and misinformation. It's like, no, Jack Dorsey Twitter, and I was banned 2 times permanently from Jack Dorsey Twitter, was already a cesspool of hate and abuse and racism and misinformation. But it was the woke DEI and CRT industry and fake news press like Sherrilyn Ifill and the NAACP who were, terrorizing nobody white women Karens, terrorizing innocent nobodies, Trump being Sean Cain style Twitter race hustlers on Jack Dorsey Twitter, and trying to drive innocent nobodies to suicide for Black trauma, moral outrage, industry money, and to smear Trump. So anyway, so I don't want this video to get too long. I'm gonna make so many more videos about this. But she was on MSNBC with Chris Hayes, and now she had gone on that MSNBC Everyday Racism Town Hall with Chris Hayes and Joy Reid, two of the biggest woke fake news press bigots around. And so they all perpetrated the Starbucks BLM Living Well Black race hoax together. They perpetrated all of those race hoaxes together. They attacked me on this Everyday Racism Town Hall on MSNBC. So anyway, so she went back on MSNBC very recently following Trump and Vance, their victory. And she said that Trump's pick for Defense Secretary, Pete Hegseth, is a white supremacist. That's what this moral monster, this bigot, this fraud, this liar, this anti-white racist, Sherrilyn Ifill, who never met a BLM Living Well Black race hoax, she didn't push for money and to smear Trump, had the nerve, had the audacity, had the gall to attack Pete Hegseth on MSNBC and call him a white supremacist. So and of course she got dragged to Kingdom Come, so she left X. Good riddance. Goodbye and good riddance to bad rubbish. That's what I have to say about that. Go ahead and leave X. They can all leave X. All of the Sean Cain style Twitter race hustlers can leave X as far as I'm concerned. Okay, I'm gonna wrap this up. I will make so many more videos about this. I have so much more to say about this. I'm gonna wrap this video up now because I don't want it to get too long and I wanna make a bunch of other videos tonight. But I'm gonna go back to making videos all the time. I love you all so much. Okay, have a great night.